Back to our online teaching today. So much is coming up now. Many of you are aware of how big and what important of importance the 21st of December is. Um, so many people around the globe are doing special work for this day, which has a astrological alignment that's very, very unusual, hasn't been around for hundreds and hundreds of years. The stars in the sky evidently will be configured as they were when Jesus of Nazareth was born, which is a very big deal to Christians and to all who follow the teachings of Christ. And in addition to that, there are all kinds of important spiritual activities happening. I think most of the um, religions and spiritual traditions on earth are really activated right now. There will be a big ceremony, kind of a breakthrough ceremony at Uluru, which is Ayers Rock out in the outback of Australia on December 21st, conducted by the Aborigines, the original peoples of that land, who have worked steadily with this great power place for maybe 30,000 years or so. And so one of our grandmothers from Australia is going to talk to us a bit about that so you can feel a real connection with it. But before we do that, we're going to work briefly with the net of light to lay the template for the work that we'll be doing today, which will be, as always, to magnify the presence and power of the net of light within ourselves, within the planet, within everything that lives throughout the cosmos. So just simply think of allowing the chair, the couch, or the floor, or your bed to support you now, that you don't have to do anything. It's perfectly fine for you just to occupy space and breathe. And know that whenever you mindfully think of breathing in the light, that's exactly what you do. So now allow yourself to breathe in the light. And then as you breathe out, the light flows out from you along the ley lines of the earth, through the lines of the net of light, giving support wherever it's needed. So it's an effortless giving and receiving rhythm. You breathe in the net of light, you breathe out light along the strands of the net, and it is immediately taken to wherever it's most needed. So you never have to worry about, oh, did I pray for this one or did I remember this one? If you just think of connecting with the net of light, it'll do the rest. It takes it to wherever it's needed the most. I often give the example of watering a tree. When you want to water a tree and it needs watering, you don't sprinkle every leaf. You soak the roots of that tree. The net of light is the roots of life for this cosmos in which we live. And so we just think the thought, I am here with the net of light. I am one with the net of light, and breathe. And every breath you take in, the net of light brings you what you need. And every breath you breathe out, it carries what you have to give into the universe. And this is a seamless giving and receiving, which takes place every moment of your life. And whenever you are mindful of it, the power of it is greater and greater. And in the years we've worked together, as we've become increasingly aware of our oneness with the net of light, of our unity with each other, the power of the net of light has been able to do more and more. And this will continue on. We ask that this blessing of light go wherever it's needed the most. And we can relax then and know that that will happen. Energy always follows thought. And a prayerful thought like that is so powerful. Energy follows it, and immediately there is lifting everywhere on earth. When we work with the net of light, we're aware that there's no us and there's no them. There's no separation. There's no haves. There's no have nots. We are all at one in the radiance of the net of light. It is our birthright to share light and be one with this fabric of being of the universe. And so joyfully, as you receive, be aware that every being receives. As you give, be aware that the giving is made so much easier. Every exhalation you give out carries that blessing of ease and grace into the universe. So this is all we're going to do with the net of light right now. We'll return to it. But before we go further with that, I want to ask Christine, who is one of our regional coordinators for Australia, and also the regional coordinator for our whole planet, to speak a little about what is happening at Uluru on the 21st, which is going to be this upcoming week. So Christine, would you talk to us a little about this?
Thank you, Sharon. Yes, I'd be delighted to talk a little bit about it and lead you in a brief meditation too. The ceremony that the elders are preparing at Uluru is literally for the earth, for our mother, the earth. And they have put out a request to all like-minded people who care for our mother to support them in this ceremony on December 21st. It's the summer solstice here in Australia in the Southern Hemisphere, and of course the winter solstice in the Northern Hemisphere. But on the solstice, wherever you are, just direct your energies with the intention of love and compassion to Uluru to support the elders in this ceremony. It's by no accident that this year has been a very different year at Uluru. Last October, it was legislated that people could no longer climb Uluru. The elders had for years requested that people did not climb, but they're very respectful and they didn't enforce anything. But October stopped all of that. And then, of course, COVID came. And so Uluru has been left to its original state. And the elders have been able to do a beautiful cleansing in preparation for this ceremony. So we're going to do a little meditation of support for the elders. We don't know what the ceremony is. We know some of it, and we don't need to know. But let's just begin by visualizing ourselves standing on the land where we live. We stand with the soles of our feet softly held by Mother Earth, skin to skin, our skin to her skin. And we acknowledge the source of all life with whatever name for the divine that's dear to us. And we feel our union with that source now. We welcome the spirits of the ancestors of the land where you live, the ancestors of your own lineage. And if you know the indigenous name of your region and your people, call that name now, the name of its first people. Invite all beings of light, all guides, sages, and holy ones to join us now as well. And then beneath our feet, deep in Mother Earth, are song lines that will take us energetically and spiritually to Uluru. These song lines are in the earth. They're also informed by the star formation of the constellations. So seek your song line. It's like a roadmap that will lead you on this journey. The song lines are like a connective tissue in the earth, connecting you with Uluru and the red center of Australia. So as we journey in spirit with our ancestors and the ancestors of the land, begin to feel the power of Uluru drawing you near. It's vibrating and pulsating us into the presence of Uluru, as together we prepare to offer our selfless service of love and compassion to bless and support the elders as they prepare for this sacred ceremony. We call on the grandmothers in the net of light, the web of light, to assist us. We call on the grandmother spirits of Uluru, those who guard the waters of the women's sacred hole, water hole, the Mitajulu water hole. We call on the grandfather spirits of Uluru, who guard the men's ceremonial hole on top of Uluru. And we call on the spirits of the elements, air, fire, water, and earth, to bring balance and harmony to the elements in the earth around Uluru. So we hold in loving support and compassion with the elders of Uluru. These are called the Anuku. They're there to release the rainbow spirit of Uluru to become the rainbow bridge as a radiance of energy pours into Mother Earth, heralding her into place, bringing her into her sacred place. So take a few moments now just to offer love and compassion to these elders and gratitude to the source of all life, to the ancestors, the grandmothers, the holy ones. And then begin to follow your song line back to the land where you live, slow and easy, returning. And feel the power of the earth in the soles of your feet once again, skin to skin. And bow in reverence and gratitude to our mother, the earth, the mother of us all. Namaste.
Thank you, Christine. Thank you, everyone for participating in this. Well, this is a time like no other, and we're not here by accident. We've been called to be here, to live at this time, and so we are occupying space on this planet. And we've also been called by the grandmothers who have said that they will not see this world destroyed. This will not happen. They will work to prevent this. And they have invited all of us who want to be on board with them to be part of this work in anchoring the net of light here on Earth, within our lives, within our cell beds, within our relationship lines, within the area where we live and throughout the planet. And that is our commitment. And we meet all over the earth to do this work. Now, many of us are meeting on Zoom. A few are meeting in person. Once again, we hope that soon we will be meeting in person. But for now, we sit in these little boxes and we look at each other. And here we are. Much is coming to a head now. Never a dull moment, huh? I mean, politically, it's crazy. With COVID, it's so terrifying. The economy is in big trouble. Everything, the elements are out of balance, as are we. There is tremendous amount of division within humanity, and yet it's not an accident. And we've been called to be here, to stand steady in the light, no matter what. And over the last 3 months or so, maybe 4, the grandmothers have been asking us to work with the elements of our planet, earth, air, fire, water, and ether, to do this work in order to bring back balance to our planet. Because we're living at a time when the waters are out of control, when the fires are raging, the winds are raging, there are earthquakes and landslides and avalanches and everything. And so here we are. Today, what we're going to do is we're going to work intensively with the light from the net of light and placed into a personal source that we can work with at a high level of intensity. And we'll be working with this inside ourselves and inside our relationship lines with the elements themselves, and with the elemental spirits. We'll be doing this quickly and in a way perfunctorily. Because we have a certain amount of time to do it, but it will be complete. What we will do will be complete. Some of you who have worked with me at grandmothers' gatherings and individually in classes know about this tool that we're going to use. You believe me, you will get something new out of it today. So, light is light. Forevermore, light is light. We are light. We are filled with light. The more we recognize that, the more full of light we are. The more, therefore, we can broadcast light, the more we can anchor light, the more we are a divine beacon of light that others can use to find their way to their beacon of light. So all of this is true. And we have a greater capacity than we know. And the grandmothers have promised us, you will continue to grow in your capacity to give and to receive love, light, light, love. I invite you to think about and recognize that light and love are one. Light is visible, love is tactile, kinesthetic, but they are, the presence of one connotes the presence of the other. And so as we work with light, we are working with love. And as we open to love, we are opening to light. All right, we begin. We call on the net of light and affirm our union with this great fabric of being of which we are part. And we bow to the grandmothers in gratitude for giving us this wonderful way of being alive, aware of this pattern of light that is us and that moves through us and that we are always in touch with at every moment of our life. And we ask this radiant net of light to focus some of its light right up above our head at a point about 6 inches above the top of your head. The light is going to focus there, and as it does, it becomes very brilliant. It becomes like a star about 3 inches in diameter, or you can think of it as a little sun about 3 inches in diameter. And it may take another shape from nature or from astrology or from the zodiac or someplace. It may also show itself as a great spiritual being. It is pure. This light is pure, powerful. It protects and purifies everything it touches. So focus there, just above the top of your head, and just think the thought of, I want to open to this. And as soon as you think that thought, you do open to it because your energy always follows thought. Your thought directs the energy, and then the energy follows it. And so as you open to this radiant star, it begins to downpour this pure light all over you in this cascade of radiant downpour that begins to wash all over you. It's like sitting under a shower of radiant light that downpours and downpours so powerfully, and it washes away any of the dirt, any of the crud that you may have accumulated. It just washes it all away, laying bare the beauty of your being, the radiant one that you are. And it does this effortlessly, this downpour of light. And you can think the thought of opening the top of your head as well, if you want, and your hands and your feet, and instantly you receive this inner shower as well. And it washes through your head, your cranium, washing through the brain, washing through your hair, the scalp, all the little muscles of the cranium, the bones, the skull, washing through the pineal, the hypothalamus, washing through your eyes, ears, everything in your head being radiated with this purifying, protecting light that frees you from any stuff that may have been obstructing the flow of this radiant energy. It is your nature to be flowing light always. And this light comes pouring down your neck and throat, shoulders, arms, wrists, hands, pouring down your back and chest, through your whole body trunk, down through your legs, knees, lower legs, ankles, and feet. And you're sitting there, a conduit for light to pour through, radiating, purifying, blessing, unloading anything that's not part of your actual self. There's nothing you have to hold on to, nothing you have to figure out. It's just stuff. And the light just pours through you. You are light. Increasingly, you are only light. You are love, pure love. And you just sit in this downpour and notice what it feels like to have this light just pouring through you and pouring through you. And you just rest and observe. And if there's anything that is bothering you, it's worrying you, or there's a pain, just think of that worry or that pain softening. And ask the grandmothers, God bless them, to help you soften even more. And you will. Again, your energy follows your thought. And as you soften, more is released. And that light just pours through these previously obstructed areas. And you're freer than you've probably ever been before as that light pours through you. And be aware that the light is pouring through every part of your body, your bones, your cells, everything, all the earth elements of your body. And it's pouring right through you, right into Mother Earth herself, washing away any blockages in the element of earth so that earth receives relief too. And she is able to let go and be blessed and filled with this purity, along with you, the earth of your body, the earth of Mother Earth, everything being washed free. And this will continue. And be aware at the same time of the water in your body, the blood, the lymph, the urine, everything being washed with this radiant light that blesses and holds, comforts, and purifies every part of you, especially the water element. And as this is taking place within you, it's taking place outside you as well. So all the waters of the earth are receiving this blessing also. By thinking the thought, our energy follows the thought. And all the waters of life here on earth also are refreshed and blessed, along with waters within us. And the earth of our body, and the water of our body, and the earth of our planet, and our cosmos, and the water are all freed and lifted in light. As you take in a big breath, then be aware of the radiance of this star, sun, light pouring through the air within you. So every breath you breathe in, every breath you breathe out carries this beautiful radiance, carries this blessing of light and love into every cell of your body, into every avenue of life. The blessing of air, fully lit, fully purified, protected, and blessed. Radiance, radiance within and without, flowing on the air, flowing on the breeze around you, so that the waters, the earth, and the air within and without flow with radiant light and love. Also to the fire element, the heat, the warmth within your body opens to this radiant light, coursing through these elements that carry the heat in your body, your digestive system. I think especially of it, carrying this purity, protection, blessing, and the fire element all around you, the sun, the heat in your home, everywhere. The fire element is purified, protected, so that earth, air, fire, and water are all blessed, purified, protected in light. And they all turn and harmonize with one another now. Earth harmonizing with water, water and earth harmonizing with air, water, earth, and air harmonizing with fire, and each element harmonizing with each, and all of them harmonized with you, within you, without you, and all of you held within the element of ether, the great space, the Akash, that holds all life. And this radiance pours throughout the Akash, throughout the ether, and with it, our love, with it, our light. And then it comes back to us, these waves now of love and light going out from you, coming back to you, going out through all the elements, coming back to you through all the elements, each one blessed, each held, each in harmonic balance with one another and with you, with love and light and love, everything flowing in harmony now. And we ask that this be magnified throughout the net of light, throughout the universe, we ask that wherever this radiant balance and harmony is needed, that it go there now. With full hearts, we give thanks to the five elements, to the elemental spirits, to the grandmothers, and to one another. Because within this work with the grandmothers, we get to share this work with each other. We never work alone. We're always surrounded by the grandmothers. We're always held in love with one another within this family of light. We're grateful for this opportunity and all the other opportunities we have to come together, to learn more, to open more, so that we can give more and receive more and receive more and give more. We're grateful for learning how easy this is, contrary to all the things we've been taught before in our lives about how hard it is to get to God. Not true. Not true at all. Thank you, grandmothers, for showing us this ease of passage to our innermost connection with you, with all forms of the divine, at all times. And now I'm going to sing what I always sing, but I'm going to sing it in English and I'm going to sing it in Sanskrit so you can learn it, because it is extraordinarily powerful in Sanskrit, and it's been sung this way for millennia, thousands and thousands of years. It is the prayer for our time. It's the thing we always say, but I'll change the wording just a little bit. May all the beings in all the worlds be happy. That's the prayer. And this includes all life form everywhere. I'm trying to think of which tune I want you to have. All the beings in all the worlds be happy. May all the beings in all the worlds be happy. Samastaloka sukhino bhavantu. Samastaloka sukhino bhavantu. May all the beings in all the worlds be happy. Samastaloka sukhino bhavantu. Samastaloka sukhino bhavantu. May you be happy. May I be happy. May all the beings in all the worlds be happy. See you in 2 weeks.